Welcome to Flick News episode 54. This week, we've got a lot of exciting news for you. From Gendy Tartakovsky's leaked Black Knight test footage, to Fionna and Cake Season 2's release date, and much more. So,
let's dive right in.
First of all, Disney has added a brand new collection to Disney Plus in the United States called Creators Collection by Pocket Watch, featuring a wide range of specially curated creator-generated content. Pocket Watch, the company behind the deal, is known for licensing popular YouTube content and distributing it on larger platforms like streaming services. The first wave of content in this collection is themed around the recent Lilo and Stitch movie, including videos such as Why Experiment 626 Became Stitch by Isaac Carlson and many more. This marks Disney's first major push to bring fan-favorite creator content directly onto Disney Plus, giving subscribers a mix of official and creator-driven storytelling in one place. Then, according to Marvel Zombies director Brian Andrews, production on the series was actually completed back in 2024 with a Halloween release originally planned, but Marvel decided to delay it to avoid negatively impacting the ratings of Agatha All Along, which was scheduled for release during the same time frame. So while Marvel Zombies was ready to launch in fall 2024, the studio held it back to give Agatha's debut the spotlight. The 4-episode series eventually premiered on Disney Plus on September 24th this year, and its initial viewership metrics have already surpassed Disney and Marvel's internal expectations, with sources saying it's shaping up to be one of Marvel Animation's most successful shows yet. Then Ashley Eckstein, who has voiced Ahsoka Tano across multiple Star Wars animated series, has expressed her wish for Lucasfilm to create an animated Ahsoka Tano film. She said, "I think there's a lot more stories left to tell. Given how beloved Ahsoka has become, from her debut in the Clone Wars to her live-action appearances, an animated movie could be the perfect way to further explore her journey and dive deeper into untold chapters of her story." Then KPop Demon Hunters has officially finished its 91-day run in Netflix's top 10, with 325.1 million views. After becoming Netflix's most popular movie of all time in late August, the film has now set another record by staying in the top 10 for 15 weeks in a row. This breaks the previous record held by Red Notice, which stayed on the list for 14 weeks. Then Netflix has released the full trailer for its upcoming animated film In Your Dreams, which arrives on November 14th. In the trailer, we see 12-year-old Stevie and her 8-year-old brother Elliot getting pulled into the strange and colorful world of their own dreams. They're told through a magical picture book that the only way to make their family whole again is to find the Sandman, who has the power to grant their biggest wish. As they set out on this quest, the trailer shows them meeting Baloney Tony, Elliot's long-lost stuffed toy, a one-eyed giraffe, and even the Queen of Nightmares, teasing a mix of fun, weird, and emotional moments. Then a sequel to the Simpsons movie is officially in the works at Disney's 20th Century and will hit theaters on July 23, 2027, nearly 20 years after the original film released. This makes 2027 a huge year for Disney Animation, with 5 animated films on the way: Pixar's Godot, Frozen 3, Bluey the Movie, Ice Age Boiling Point, and now the Simpsons movie too. Which one are you most excited about? Let me know in the comments. The sequel also takes the release spot of an untitled Marvel project that has been removed from the schedule. The first Simpsons movie was a massive hit, earning over $530 million at the box office on a $75 million budget. And with The Simpsons already renewed through season 40, set to air in 2028 and 2029, this new film won't be a send-off, but rather another milestone in the show's ongoing legacy. Then the first trailer for the new Family Guy Halloween special has dropped, and it's set to premiere on Hulu on October 6th. The special follows Brian and Stewie as they realize there's a shortage of quality Halloween songs, so they set out to write a hit. Meanwhile, Peter and the guys discover that lying about trick-or-treating can have some deadly consequences. Then YouTube has agreed to pay $24.5 million to settle a lawsuit filed by Donald Trump after the platform suspended his account following the January 6, 2021 Capitol attack. Under the terms, $22 million will go toward a trust set up for the National Mall and Trump's White House Ballroom project, and the remaining $2.5 million will be paid to other plaintiffs. YouTube has not admitted any wrongdoing, and the settlement won't require policy changes. Trump's YouTube account had been suspended from posting new videos, but was later restored in 2023. This agreement closes out one of the major lawsuits he brought against big tech platforms, following similar settlements with Meta and X. Then the Cartoon Network Hotel in Pennsylvania will officially close its doors on January 1st, before rebranding as the Dutch Wonderland in March. This change comes as the licensing deal for Cartoon Network characters will not be renewed, marking the end of its themed era. The newly rebranded property will feature 155 rooms and 4 suites, plus both indoor and outdoor pools, designed to provide a fun family getaway in Pennsylvania Dutch country. Then PBS Kids has announced Super Wise Comic Book Adventures, a brand new animated series that builds on the popular short series of the same name and the legacy of the Emmy-nominated Super Y. The show is designed to support early literacy for preschoolers and kindergartners, with 7-minute, action-packed stories that follow the beloved super readers as they dive into the epic comic book world of Reader Valley. The series is being produced by 9 Story Media Group and animated by the award-winning studio Brown Bag Films, and it's set to premiere on PBS Kids in 2026. Then the official release date for Adventure Time Fionna and Cake Season 2 has been confirmed, with the new season set to premiere on October 23rd on HBO Max. Alongside the announcement, the 6 new images from the upcoming season were also released, giving fans their very first look at what's ahead. Then The Incredibles director Brad Bird has finally given a promising update on his long-awaited sci-fi detective movie after 3 years of silence. He revealed that dialogue recording has officially begun on his new animated film Ray Gun. For those who don't know, the film revolves around the last human private detective in a futuristic world filled with both humans and aliens. It was first announced back in 2022, with Bird directing and Skydance Animation producing, alongside some big names like former Pixar executive John Lasseter, Top Gun Maverick producer David Ellison, and World War Z producer Dana Goldberg. But since then, updates have been completely absent, until now. And honestly, Brad Bird is one of my favorite animation filmmakers of all time. Not only did he direct the Incredibles movies, but also the 1999 classic The Iron Giant, which was his first feature, and then Ratatouille. So I'm extremely excited for his next animated film. And maybe the reason he's not directing The Incredibles 3 right now is because he's been busy bringing Ray Gun to life. Then Gendy Tartakovsky has leaked a test animation clip from his new animated film The Black Knight on Instagram, and it looks absolutely awesome. The story follows a knight in the 14th century who controls a massive 20-foot tall suit of armor using ropes, pulleys, and levers. But here's the bad news. Tartakovsky revealed that Sony Animation has not greenlit the project, as the studio is unsure if there's a big enough audience for it theatrically. Still, that short clip has already started buzzing online, with fans saying they want to see more, so maybe Sony will change its mind. The proof-of-concept footage showcases the towering Iron Knight squaring off against a lone fighter doing everything she can to bring it down, and it's the kind of bold, stylish animation fans expect from Tartakovsky. Then Netflix has already renewed Haunted Hotel for Season 2. The animated series, created by Rick and Morty writer Matt Roller, premiered its first season on September 19th. The 10-episode debut quickly made it into Netflix's top 10 English-language shows worldwide during its opening weekend, pulling in 1.8 million views in just 3 days. The story follows a single mother trying to balance raising her 2 kids while also running the Undervale, a hotel that just happens to be haunted. Thankfully, she gets some surprising help from her estranged brother, who now lives on as one of the hotel's many ghosts. Then Crunchyroll's boss has officially confirmed that Demon Slayer: Infinity Castle will not be streaming in 2025. He said, "Go see it in the theater because the theater is the only place you're going to be able to see this film in 2025. The movie has already crossed an incredible $600 million worldwide on a budget of just $20 million, making it one of the most profitable anime films ever. This means fans who were hoping to catch it on Crunchyroll or any other streaming service will have to wait until at least 2026. For now, the only way to experience the grand conclusion of Demon Slayer is on the big screen, where it was clearly designed to be seen." Then Greta Lee, who voices Lila in Across the Spider-Verse, has teased the upcoming Beyond the Spider-Verse. She said, "I love being a part of that and getting to do voice work with the guys. It's a wonderful mix of all the things that I love. It's comedic, the world of it is so rich, and the writing is so good. It's so fun to record. While she didn't reveal any plot details, her comments showed just how much fun the cast is having behind the scenes, which is only adding to the hype for the trilogy's finale. Fans already know Lila plays an important role as Miguel O'Hara's assistant, so it'll be interesting to see if she gets even more screen time in this next chapter. Then Tim Allen has revealed that Toy Story 5 will actually be Jessie's story, with Buzz and Woody reuniting along the way. Speaking on Live with Kelly and Mark, Allen explained, "There's just the funniest thing because there's a whole bunch of Buzzes involved, and there's a reason why there's a whole bunch of me. So, there's 100 of me in a separate story, and I get to play. I'm having so much fun." While the Buzz Lightyear army sounds like a wild subplot, the main focus will be Jessie's arc, which is seriously exciting. Jessie has always been one of the most emotional and layered characters in the franchise, and giving her the spotlight feels like the right move after the send-offs for Woody and Buzz in previous films. If Pixar does this right, Toy Story 5 could end up being one of the most heartfelt and refreshing entries in the series, instead of just another sequel. Then the Simpsons co-showrunner Matt Selman has revealed that Season 37 will include an episode where the family chooses not to go to the movie theater because the film will be on streaming just a few days later. Selman explained that this reflects a real shift in culture, saying that the habit has helped degrade this very cool thing from my childhood, which is people going to the movies and having a shared experience without looking at their phones, instead of half paying attention to a story that's in your peripheral vision, which is how a lot of people experience TV now. And honestly, that hits hard, because let's be real, this is exactly how most of us consume movies and shows these days. Then MrBeast CEO Jeffrey Hausenbold has pitched MrBeast as the company's very own Mickey Mouse, with the goal of turning Beast Industries into a Disney-like empire. He made the comparison directly while pitching to prospective investors during the company's latest funding round. Meanwhile, in a recent interview with Bloomberg, MrBeast and his team revealed that their vision is to build Beast Industries into a modern-day Walt Disney company, a diversified entertainment powerhouse that creates as many forms of content and experiences as possible. Well, if anyone can pull that off in today's digital age, it might just be MrBeast. Then Universal Studios Hollywood has announced that its Universal Fan Fest Nights event will return in 2026, and this time it will feature a unique Scooby-Doo and Universal Monsters mashup. The event, which is an after-hours separately ticketed celebration of fandom with new immersive experiences, will kick off on April 23rd, 2026, and run on select nights through May 16th. Then the first lyrical video for the new original song from the Gabby's Dollhouse movie, titled SKIBIDI MEOW, has been revealed. I can't play it here due to copyright, but these are the people's reactions online after hearing this song. You can make your ears bleed as well by checking it out on the official Gabby's Dollhouse YouTube channel. Then Apple TV Plus has announced a 5-year renewal of its deal with Peanuts and Wild Brain Studios, securing the franchise exclusively on the streaming service through 2030. As part of the agreement, the entire classic Peanuts library will remain on Apple TV Plus, while new original series and specials are already in development and will continue rolling out until 2030. This means fans can look forward to a steady slate of fresh Peanuts content alongside the timeless classics that generations have loved. Then Nickelodeon has announced the acquisition of the upcoming CG animated series, The Marsupilamis. It is based on the classic franchise of the same name, and will premiere on Nickelodeon channels worldwide in 2026, with the exception of the US and China. The story follows twins Jade and Micah, who find their lives turned upside down when their explorer parents leave them in charge of 3 mysterious eggs, setting the stage for wild and unpredictable adventures once the eggs hatch. Then Disney has revealed the final trailer for Zootopia 2, and it came with a ton of exciting new updates. Director Jared Bush confirmed that Ed Sheeran and Blake Lampkin, who worked on the brand new original song with Shakira, will also appear in the film as the 2 sheep characters, which also featured in the trailer. He also shared that the late Tiny Lister will be returning as Finnick, with his voice being used from recordings of the first film, saying, "With his family's blessing, we are so grateful to feature the voice of Tiny Lister," reprising his role as Finnick in Zootopia 2. Danny Trejo has also joined the cast as the voice of a new character named Jesus. And it was also revealed that the sequel takes place just a few weeks after the events of the first movie. And co-director Byron Howard touched on the long-debated relationship between Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps, saying, I love that there's been a buzz about the relationship since the first film. I think it's just undeniable chemistry, in whatever form you want to see it. And that's a wrap for this week's news. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.